Welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. Last time we completed a side quest and found out more weird things about Yukiko, and completed the first floor of the Evil Spirit Club. Now, I was actually wrong last time, we don't actually unlock that thing from the Velvet Room just yet, that's for the third floor, but we do have a few stroll conversations. Junpei's show prep and dreaming of club activities. I think we all know where this one's going. Yep, bring that back. However, Elizabeth kinda stole your thunder with the story she told in the last part. No, actually, I think Yukiko would be pretty interested in, oh.
Oh, come on.
Which means it is.
What?
I don't think you'd be interested. Yeah, I think he needs time to come up with this material. So we have promise of that in the future. And then this. Yeah, we know she's in one of the arts clubs, but we don't have any canon on which of the three she's in. I still personally like her best in the photography club, because that at least has something to do with technology as well. But, yeah, I'm not sure. The other two clubs are pretty cool. Also, C's is technically a club, so she's pretty busy.
Whoa.
Akihiko has a good point here, though. Doing boxing, fencing, or archery as an after-school activity really helps when those are the skills you use to fight shadows. Yeah, that's the thing about P4, dungeons take place after school rather than at nighttime, which can actually get problematic because it means you have less time to do regular social activities.
Is that so?
Yeah, in Japanese high school culture, clubs are a really big part of it, to the point where people who aren't in a club, it's virtually unheard of, and it's derisively called the go-home club.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, that's actually technically considered a school club.
Huh?
Yes, it means that people, don't have to question us running off and just doing stuff.
Huh. Sup?
Now that I think
Hey,
about
Kanji and Yosuke actually agreeing on something for once.
What the? Huh?
Yeah, pretty sure Kanji definitely wants to join that club. I had kind of a similar experience, although not exactly. I ended up listening in on an after-school Latin class in the library a bit, and I found it kind of interesting just learning the roots of particular words in English and other European languages, though I never really had any intention to actually do Latin. So, there's really nothing much left for us to do here, so let's set up the party. Okay, going forward, we'll be encountering more enemies that are weak to fire, electricity, wind, light, and dark. The wind weakness enemy in particular we're going to need to watch out for, because that one it's not nearly as bad as the Phantom Mage, but it can be a bit of a problem. Okay, seriously, how did Kanji get so high leveled so quickly? I guess because he was in the previous boss fight. Okay, so here's the equipment setup and party that I've gone with. Decided to bring you back. I haven't really used him that much. And haven't really used Teddy that much either, so yeah, he's staying for now. And as for personas, kind of know that I'm not using Red Rider, but I don't know, I sort of want you with Neko Shogun for the wind attacks. Teddy still has this for the Fire Weak enemies. And Mitsuru's got you, because her luck's kind of decent. Oh, Fuka needs to equip, Gunga. Forgetting that could have been really, really bad. You really don't want to get hit by ambushes in this labyrinth. Anyway, now let's head out. The first part of Evil Spirit Club Floor 2 is a bit weird. It's this big winding path that takes a while to actually go anywhere significant. But I've forgotten to do this for the last few times. I don't know why I keep forgetting, but I'll do it again. So, map spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, map is gone. Now let's go. Yeah, nothing much on either side. Just kind of a straight and narrow pathway for the moment. And this side doesn't particularly lead anywhere significant. This goes all the way to a dead end, if I'm remembering right. But we have some new enemies here. Rainy Brother 2. This thing's name is kind of a holdover from Persona 4. It doesn't really make much sense here, but back in P4, this was one of the enemies that were exclusive to Rainy Days. So, also it's weird that we're encountering Rainy Brother 2 before Rainy Brother 1. This one's weak to electric, light, and dark, so as long as you have any kind of instant death, it's really not that big a deal. And it thankfully does not have any corrosion skills. So again, not really that big a deal. Guess I can go for a Bolt Link on the other one. Yeah, Gale Link on you. Teddy will just go for, not really that much Teddy can do here, sadly, but then again, that's kind of the case with Teddy in general. Actually, Mamuto, I forgot you had that. They can debuff you. But overall, I don't really find them all that strong. Oh, Broad Shot is so annoying. That's a pretty awesome way of saying that. I still love Johnny Young Bosch's way of calling out all the personas with the P4 protagonist.
What?
In fact, I was kind of a little disappointed with how, Xander Mobus' history being the Smash Brothers announcer, he wasn't quite as hand with his persona calls as I expected him to be. Now, I think that'll be a... Yes, that will be an additional link hit. Thanks to Turdak now having the double link skill.
Aigis' attack power is low.
No one has anything to say about that. Yeah, this should be done pretty soon. I guess Megado. Or, different people pronounce that differently. I've heard it said Megiddo. I'm not really sure what the exact pronunciation of it is. I know that it's in one of the Golden Sun games, and it's usually pronounced Megiddo in that game.
Target lost.
It's like the bonus effect of a weapon rather than its own specific skill.
Enemy eliminated.
Always funny when enemies do that.
You were able to defeat that. That was incredible.
Yeah, you'll be hearing that for a while because I am pretty underleveled for this dungeon, but I still find that I can do a decent job of it.
I have discovered a suspicious area up ahead. Let us investigate.
Yes, let us. Oh, right, this event.
Huh?
This event is kind of weird.
Nuh-uh.
That's kind of a, yeah, like Yosuke says, no-win situation. This reminds me of some of these things in old adventure games that, in my opinion, were not designed very well, where you have two choices, and one of the choices kills you and the other doesn't. And there's no obvious hint which is the right one. So, you can take a third option here, but doing that gets you nothing. Normally you're rewarded for taking a third option, but not in this case. Either one of these will put you into an encounter, and you'll get an item as a reward for winning. But if you choose this, nothing happens at all. So, red or blue? Well, I picked Pokemon Red as my first Gen 1 game, so I'll go with red. You actually get a different encounter based on which color you pick, if I'm remembering right.
3 enemies. They're powerful. Full power.
So they're all Rainy Brother 1s. which means they're all weak to darkness, so this shouldn't take too long at all. I could at least get their electricity weakness registered though, if they don't all die to Mamudo first. Okay, they do hit pretty hard though, for a being just entirely made of fog. Well, fog and a mask. This is a P4, a shadow from P4 though, not from P3. As you can probably tell if you've watched my P3 playthrough. P4 carried over most of the random shadow types from P3, but added quite a few new ones, and it also gave some of the P3 shadow types some pretty crazy palette swaps. I probably already mentioned the Tokyo Tower Giants, but there's also some very strange looking samurai type shadows in P4.
That was hardly satisfying.
No, it wasn't, but that's the case when you're using Mamudo. Thankfully, less and less enemies are being weak to it at this point in the game. And from that we get Fire Mist. We get Ice Mist if we chose the blue one, I believe. And again, if you choose to tie them together, you get nothing. You don't lose, but still, good day, sir.
That power spot might be worth searching.
Ripped Emblem. Don't think I'll go for it. I know I'm very, very early into this floor, but I'm still not going to go for it. Because at this point, it's still usually Phantom Mage ambushes. Speaking of which...
3 enemies! They're powerful! Enemy verified as Phantom-type Shadow.
Yeah, Phantom is actually the enemy's type, not Mage, because we'll see later ones that are not called Mage.
Hey, Izanagi! Battle's over.
We're going to be getting any new personas out of this? Tsuchigumo again.
I'd rather not fight this one again.
No, this one's not that... Well, actually, it's a Phantom Mage, so yeah, let's not fight that one again. We'll still be seeing them much
Igus, you have to be
though.
careful. You appear to be in pain.
Well, we can fix that with a Medea. Medea's starting to not heal that much at this point, though. I still like having it on the protagonist, and I actually really missed having that in my, That's something that I could actually talk about, is that, rushing the P4 playthrough is a unique experience. Oh boy, now I'm about to get even, more problems with rendering these videos, because everything's so dark. But yeah, rushing the P4 playthrough is an interesting experience, because it means that I don't have access to a lot of things that I take for granted in a more completionist-style playthrough. Yeah, this room's really confusing to navigate in the darkness. Like, because I haven't got a lot of power spot items, I can't buy revival beads. Ah, yes, there are multiple ways out of this room. And also, I don't have access to the 100% floor completion reward, so I didn't have access to Medea for a while. Well, actually, only 2 ways out of this room.
There might be something here.
Oh, right. I think I remember this one. This is pretty much useless.
What?
Oh, look, it's a trollish piece of paper. Let's turn around. So there's nothing there. But if we examine this spot again... Yep, it was just a harmless prank. If you decide not to turn around, though, nothing bad happens at all. I'll just show you what happens. Nothing happens. So, regardless of what you do, you never get ambushed or anything. Like I said, it's pretty much just a harmless prank. How these dark rooms are annoying. But as long as you look at focus more on the map than on the top screen, they're usually not that bad. have a few different pathways we could take, although this one right here seems like it will probably lead to a dead end, because there's not really much of the map that could exist here. Yeah, there we go.
A treasure box.
Action vest! That sounds like an action figure accessory. Which is actually female only, okay then. A pretty good defense boost too. Anyway. It's funny, like, having done completionist playthroughs so often, it's kind of interesting just to see how different a Rush playthrough is and how it has its own set of, challenges.
If it's this dark and narrow here, our numbers are working against us.
Oh, then you can step on me to go on ahead, you know.
Stop that!
Chie-chan, don't be so jealous. I gotta make the most of meeting such a queen with full-on adult charms.
It seems like Teddy's the most enamored with Mitsuru out of all the girls here.
I'll rarely get the chance of being stepped on by a lady like her while in Inaba.
You know, that's true.
Oh, yeesh, you too?
When we get back to Inaba, I'll turn you into a mop, Teddy.
Please, don't use my prided fur for something like that!
Seriously.
Hey, Junpei. Doesn't Mitsuru-senpai seem on edge?
I guess she's scared after all. Looks like even she's got her cute side.
Well, she's never scared of shadows.
Yeah, something else is going on here, I think.
Ah, that cutting Yucatan sarcasm.
What? No! I hope I'm just imagining things.
Mitsuru-senpai never seemed to like loud folks like us. And now we have more of them, right? So maybe she's feeling overwhelmed. Is something up with you too, Yucatan? Maybe it's not Mitsuru-senpai, but you who's bothered by something.
That is true. She's been bothered ever since the second labyrinth.
That's... You might be right. You know how we talked at the clock tower about why we fight? I've been thinking about that. I wondered if if all of us really are fighting to get rid of the Dark Hour.
Are you saying you have some other reason?
No, I mean, that's it, but I've got another, more personal reason, too.
You'd know that if you played Persona 3.
Huh. I think you're right, though. Like, I'm fighting for Chidorita's sake, too, you know?
There it is again with Chidorita.
I'm the one who was talking about world peace, but Chidorita's part of the world, too. If we save the people we care about, we'll eventually save the world, too, right?
It's moments like this that really make me like Junpei. He's not just that dumb comic relief all the time, he actually has some surprisingly insightful moments.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That didn't sound like your usual self, Junpei.
And then everyone says things like this.
What do you think my usual self is like?
Thanks. I feel a bit better now.
Oh, a rare glimpse of her softer side.
It's things like that which keep you from graduating from being a Junpei.
Stop using my name like a category. I'm a person, damn it.
It's just, I like conversations like that are just a nice mix of both heartwarming and funny.
The wall ahead is projecting large amounts of fishiness.
And unlike what they do with Yosuke sometimes, I feel like they don't really milk Junpei's comic relief status nearly as badly as they could. Okay, this area is not dark. If you want a full rundown of the reasons why I prefer Junpei as a character to Yosuke, you probably want to check out my Persona 3 playthrough. He's still one of my favorite RPG characters.
Hey.
Oh, okay. You want to remember this.
Yes.
So I'm going to take a note here. This is actually needed for a puzzle later on. And yeah, now we can see our note show up on the screen every time we face that square. I mean, there are some people who dislike Ryuji even more than Yosuke, but I was never really that against Ryuji. He's also kind of a different character to those two. partially due to being Chariot Arcana instead of Magician. And here we have a locked door. South building. So yet another case of having to find a key, which means more puzzles in our future. I am really looking forward to getting to the puzzle for this floor, because it is actually pretty cool. It's probably my favourite puzzle in this dungeon. Still dark, though. Later on, we'll be able to do a bit more things with these dark rooms. For now, though, they just mainly exist to kind of annoy you. I recommend, like I said before, looking more at the map than at the actual top screen in these rooms. So we have to keep moving on. And put the door in the wrong spot.
There's something about that wall. Can we examine it
Got
in
a shortcut
detail?
back there. I haven't actually had an encounter in a really long time. Now that I've said that, I probably jinxed it. Because there are some kind of dangerous enemies later in this area. If all people have been telling me about Etrian Odyssey is right, then, that's one of them!
I'm missing data about them.
Mitchan, if you're scared, hide inside me.
I gracefully decline.
I don't think I've ever seen that conversation before, probably because I don't often put Teddy and Mitsuru in the same party, but wow. What was I saying about Teddy being kind of obsessed with Mitsuru? It's interesting, maybe they have a kinship due to being fellow ice users, but... Anyway, yeah, Rainy Pot, which, I don't know, just sounds like drugs to me, but anyway. This thing is... I actually kind of like the design of this shadow too, but this thing is almost as bad as the Phantom Mage. Basically, it will use elect corrosion and then spam electric attacks on you, same as the Phantom Mage did. So yeah, Mamoru should hopefully take out... I want to aim a regular Mudo at the Lexi just in case Mamoru misses it. Okay then. Actually, let me just quickly look up what the thing is weak. I forgot what the Rainy Pot's weak to. It's weak to fire, yeah, that's kind of what I guessed. So yeah, both of the corrosion enemies so far are weak to fire. So you can just go for Miragi, and Mitsuru can just go for Mamoru, and hopefully that thing goes down. Saw that coming a mile away, which is why I wanted to hit it with Mudo quickly. And there it goes. Yep, there's the elect corrosion.
Go, Izanagi!
Oh, by the way, the corrosion skills are entirely enemy only. That kind of tangent I was about to go on is, people have told me that in the Etrian Odyssey games, each individual tile has its own encounter data associated with it. So like each tile adds to the likeliness of getting a random encounter differently. I have to get rid of a persona. I guess I can get rid of Ikusa, maybe?
Don't let these easy wins lull you into complacency.
She's growing up too.
Another navigator skill, which is good. And I think every tile in Etrian Odyssey also has its own, like, encounter lists, too. I don't know if that's the case in this game. It might be, it might not be.
I have discovered a suspicious area up ahead. Let us investigate.
Well,
Just an ordinary dead. Yeah, that's common in the Evil Spirit Club. And, yep, that's all. That's pretty much it. Nothing else to check out there. And we're in the darkness again. Fortunately, we don't really need to worry about the darkness that much now. The darkness will be more of a threat to us a bit later on this floor. Yes, building up suspense like any good horror setting should. I don't know, the music can be a little creepy in this place, but it's more that I just tend not to be that scared of conventional horror.
The wall ahead is projecting large amounts of fishiness.
I might get to that when I fight the FOEs. I'll
There's a
need a
treasure
tangent to
what should we do?
go on while I'm fighting those. In this chest we have marine dog suits. That's kind of cool. Makes me think of the Koromaru scuba diving. And another locked door.
Huh?
Or, you know, just any school at night. They usually lock everything.
Oh?
Lab storage room. I'm gonna go and make a note of that. The note-taking system can be really helpful to have in times like this. Yeah, I'm really sorry if it's
There seems to be something
hard
up
to
ahead.
see
Let us get closer
this
to
area.
examine it.
However, we might be remedying that right now.
Oh?
We actually
What?
can turn on the lights.
Um...
At this point, there's not really much reason
Not
to,
quite.
other than to make it easier to see. And this choice has always been kind of weird to me. You either have the choice to ask Fuka, which is the obvious choice because she can easily fix things, and Kanji, who's not good at mechanical stuff at all, except that I guess his persona does use electricity. I want to choose this just because it's kind of funny.
Huh?
And then the conversation proceeds as if you chose to ask Fuka. Unfortunately, we can't use this switchboard just yet.
This?
Go to the reference room to operate. Yep, remember that? Hope you noted that down on your map. That would be all the way down here. That means we're gonna have to spend quite a while getting back there, though. Probably easier just to go back to the start of the dungeon and use a Goho M, actually.
Roger that.
So, yeah, I might see what's behind this other door, but other than that, I'm just gonna straight up use a Goho M because it's easier to get to the reference room that way. Well, this room's not... Is this area the one... No, I don't think this is the area that I think it is.
Two shadows! They're strong!
Twins. Very well. I shall execute you both.
Didn't even get the fire weakness registered on that thing. I suppose I can show this fight because we are up against the Rainy Pot again, which is still, its name still sounds kind of wrong to me, but oh well. And yeah, as you can probably tell by the name, that was also a Rainy Day exclusive shadow, though I have no idea where that one showed up in P4. In fact, I can't even remember where the Rainy Brother showed up in P4 either.
Persona, rise up!
Actually, I don't have that much experience playing P4. I've mainly just watched Let's Plays of it. Most of it because I never owned a PSP, so I could never play the definitive version.
We're all ready. Is it time for an all-out attack?
I played a bit of the PS2 version though, and yeah. Going for a max socialing run on the original PS2 version with no gold shadows for the experience boost is kind of annoying when the guide forces you to complete dungeons in one day. Yeah. But anyway, I guess I'll talk more about that if I ever do a playthrough of Persona 4, which I've said I'm leaning more and more towards doing that now. That'd mean though even more time to get to P5, and I'm sure everyone is looking forward to me getting to P5 because of Joker being in Smash. I also want to do Tokyo Mirage sessions though, so yeah.
Extermination complete.
Quite a lot of big RPGs on my list, but that is kind of the thing
No
when it
more
comes
enemies
to
present.
being more of an
I am glad
RPG
we are
player,
safe.
I guess. Because I also want to get into the Trail series, and when I get into Cold Steel, that's two 100+ hour games that I'll have to do back to back because the first
I
ends on a
suggest
massive
that we
cliffhanger.
search this area.
But anyway, firstly, yeah,
Now
there
that I
are.
think about it.
Huh?
This is actually probably my favorite, just, like, out of all of the dead-end conversations that just don't lead to anything, this is one of my favorites. Just because of Naoto's blunt line there. Because that happens. I don't know, I kind of like humor like that. It's hard to describe exactly what style of humor they... Oh, no!
Powerful.
I'll show you roar power!
Oh, that's really bad. That's really, really, really bad. Okay, then. Well, thankfully they're all weak to fire.
Orpheus.
I think I'll do a little more here. I've explored way more of this floor than I expected to for a first run through. And that's why having 2 Phantom Mages on the field at once is a really, really bad thing. Because then everyone gets knocked down and can't do anything. Might even have to run from this battle. Because I really want to keep my no death streak going as long as I can. Suppose I could try for Medea. I guess we'll defend just in case I need to run later. I guess you'll defend too. Maragi and Mamudo, I guess. But if this gets really bad... Oh, wait, I just realized that thing could actually, If they triple up on the spread moves, I might actually be dead here. Well, there's one. Okay, you didn't go for the mega spread moves. Okay, we do have both corrosions on us. I don't think it's worth it. Let's see if we can just run. Though I might try and have you use Medea just in case we can't. Yeah, when you've explored this much, you often need to know when to cut your losses. Though I could still fail at this. Come on, somebody can get away.
Impossible. Sorry.
Oh no. Holy crap, that was lucky. Yeah. Okay then. There's still another room in here. If the encounter meter gets any higher, I'm just gonna straight up go hot M out of here.
Huh? That power spot has come back.
No, this is our first time encountering this. Holy... Wow, that was lucky. Don't even know what to say there. I almost feel bad that I scraped by not game overing in that fight due to sheer luck. But anyway, we're gonna actually go ahead and heal. Then I might as well go in there and, yeah, I suppose I haven't really done that much this part. I might as well go and show what's in the room. I completely forgotten what that room is. Okay, the marine dog suit gives higher defense, but no physical resistance. I kind of want to keep the physical resistance on him for now. I'm not really sure exactly how the defense formulas work in this game, so maybe higher defense is better than elemental resistances, but I don't really know. Anyway, we're going to probably save. Yeah, let's save. Yeah, so from the entrance, it's really easy to get back to this room. The reference room, that's it. So now that we're here, we can check this.
Oh?
Mysterious light in the dark school building. Okay, that's not really gonna help us.
Not quite.
Oh, it is this puzzle! Okay, yeah, this is my favorite puzzle in this dungeon, so I've been really looking forward to showing it to you. So, first step is to the east, then 2 to the north, 2 east, 2 north, and 3 to the west. I'm gonna just go ahead and write all this down.
Yes.
We can check this again at any time. So yeah, you can see it again. I'm pretty sure that I wrote it down correctly, but let's just check it again just to make sure I'm right. Okay, so 1E, 2N, 2E, 2N, 3W, 2S, 1E, 2S, 1W. Yes, I wrote it down correctly. And you can always check the article again at any time. So, how do we figure out what to do with this puzzle? Well, I guess I'll just give you a bit of time to think about it first before I show you my way of solving it. Okay, so I'm about to show you my way of solving it. Maybe pause the video if you haven't figured it out yet. So, here's how I do it. I like to actually draw this path on the map. It just so happens there's a corner of the map here that never gets filled in, so I like to use this area to draw it. And let's mark it in a particular color. I don't know, maybe like, light blue or something. Let's go with light blue. So, here's how this works. So we'll start, like, let's say, here. So first step is to the east. Now 2 north, 2 east. 2 north, 3 west. 2 south, 1 east. 2 south, and 1 west to back where we started. We have kind of a key shape here. And just to make it clearer, I'm going to draw an outline around it. So the puzzle now is, where on the map that we've drawn so far can this shape fit? Okay, now, I'll show that. This area here is the only place that lets us follow that path. Mark it in like that, it matches the shape we drew out previously exactly. So that's how I like to solve this puzzle. We now need to get back to that room. And it's actually not that far away. Okay, so this is actually the spot where we need to start.
Huh?
So from here, we take 1 step to the east, 2 north, 2 east, 2 north, 3 west. Before that, though...
Huh?
We actually get an indicator that we are on the right track.
What?
So now 3 west, 2 south,
I see.
soon. One to the east, 2 south, and 1 west to back where we started. And somehow that activated the power to that circuit board earlier. Yeah, turning on lights usually tends to make a place less scary. But with that though, I think that's enough for this part. So I'm gonna head back, and next time we'll be exploring more of the second floor of the Evil Spirit Club. I just wanted to show that because that is my favourite puzzle of this entire place. I just think it's really clever overall. So, see you next time for more of the second floor of the Evil Spirit Club.